So, I bet you're wondering, why is Aiden sitting in the middle?
That is a good question.
It is a good question, and you know why?
Could that have been any less graceful?
Yes.
I bet you're wondering, why is Aiden sitting in the middle this time? Normally it's Evan, apparently legal on occasion. And let me give you a hint.
You've never had it before.
I know, but just the sheer pleasure that he's taking out of it is scary enough.
One of the greatest whiskeys in all the world.
Oh, sweet
Welcome
Jesus.
to Whisky and BBQ. I'm Ryan.
That's legal.
John. Legal John.
And I am your newly formed Ardbeg enthusiast.
It's a
Aiden.
cult.
It is a religion. A cult is insulting to our people. Anyway. So, Ryan, would you like to explain what we're doing here?
This is Ardbeg 10. It is a Scotch. It has a creepy following. You're going to find in most liquor stores. This is their base expression. Right off the bat. Pour. No, don't smell the bottle. Just pour.
Oh my.
No, he's been doing that for the past couple of videos. He's doing
The
it.
peat level of this for all the real whiskey nerds is 55 parts per million. However, if you're a whiskey nerd,
Did you want a little bit?
Jesus, Aiden.
Just say when.
No. When.
Cool.
Normal pour, not that.
Oh my.
So, Aiden, we went to Whiskey X here in Austin, and Aiden fell in love with peat. He had Octomore 8-1 and wanted more. He loved it. So, go ahead and smell.
And
Wow.
later I had Ardbeg. Well, the Ardbeg line was packed, to say the least.
It's a cult.
And I realized why, because I didn't want to stand in line. Nobody wants to stand in line at a convention because you're probably going to miss every other thing. And I'm not willing to do that on a gamble.
This straight up smells like a campfire.
So
Yes.
This is just
in Wimberley, we have
smoke
the
and
Ray Liotta
peat
that helps
and
run.
salt. It's just
There's nothing good about this smell.
You can go to hell. And you've already tasted it, so you can go to hell too. But no, so I had this later, right? And I bought it, and we have a guy in my town that sells...
Sweet Mary of Jesus.
He sells liquor, right? At the liquor store. I think he's
So,
a
John,
manager.
how does it taste?
Oh my God.
Anyway, our guy looks like Ray Liotta. And I pull up Ardbeg, right? Ardbeg 10. And he says, oh, and he stops everything he's doing. And he's like, all right, let me make sure this is the right bottle. Sometimes kids come in, switch them around. You know how kids can be. And he made sure it's good. And then he just looked at it with the look of a man who has finally seen his long-lost lover after the war. And then he puts it back in the box, and he says, you have a good night, my friend. I wish you luck. And I was wondering, what the... All right, what the just happened? And,
Have fun with that editing, Aiden.
and anyway, it's Evan, not Aiden.
Well, no, but have fun editing, Aiden.
Oh, yeah. But then I sat down and I figured, all right, I've heard a lot about Ardbeg. I've heard a lot of good things. I've heard a lot of weird things. And I've heard things from Ryan. And then...
It sounds like it's a cross between a Viking and a pirate cult.
It's everything and so much more. So then I tasted it, right? I tasted it. I was watching Tombstone, one of my favorite movies. I wanted to taste
That seems
something.
very perfect for this.
This is so
I wanted
dark.
to taste something that they said would be my favorite. Ray Liotta lookalike said would
Liotta?
be one of my
Liotta.
favorites.
I told you you would love it.
Yeah, and
told you
sure
it would be a
enough,
life-altering
I took a
experience for you.
sip, and that was one of the best times I've watched Tombstone, and that's one of the best whiskeys I've ever had. And cheers to you.
Straight up campfire. Just
Campfire my ass. There's no
Peat.
peat in a campfire.
Oh my God.
Now, if you're not into peat, you should probably never go into peaty whiskeys. However, if you're willing to walk on the wild side, you know, kind of try something that might put hair on your chest, make your larger.
Burn all the hair off your chest.
My ass.
And your ass, too.
That's fair. So, normally we put water in things. I'm not going to do that.
Please do, because that...
Okay.
God, I hope that changes that.
So, here we go. Nope.
Cool.
Oh, good God.
Ardbeg is best enjoyed, like many good things in
Quiet.
life, straight.
All right. So, I had Ardbeg and really peaty things very early in my whiskey journey, a couple years ago. And I remember drinking it and absolutely detesting it. And I remember why. Because to me, it had a really acrid, metallic-y, iodine-y kind of flavor that reminded me of something that was over-smoked or like a piece of meat that had gotten ruined.
Yeah.
Now, a year into me trying a lot of whiskeys.
I'll interrupt you. This man is normally a Irish drinker. In fact, he drinks it kind of like how Olympic athletes drink Gatorade. So, what he says does have merit. That is 100%. I have witnesses.
I don't drink that much.
No. I mean just how you drink Irishes.
This somehow, and I don't know how, actually has a light flavor to me.
Really?
Yes. I'm able to plow right through the peat and get some of those sweet.
You should enjoy the peat.
Some of the.
I know you don't like the peat.
Peat is not a flavor that I like.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I've drank, and this is one of the things that. Here's what I tell you: if you hated a whiskey early in your journey, go back to it later on, because this is the first time I've had Ardbeg in probably 3 years, and excuse me, I don't I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
4 tonight.
I don't really like it, and I'll admit that I don't like it.
Oh, that's gonna
I'm
bring
not a
some
fan.
Facebook likes.
I'm not a fan.
But I can drink it, and I can respect what it is.
For me,
I don't know.
I can honestly say that had I tried this at the very beginning of what we've been doing here, there's no way in hell it would have just locked into me. But I also, look, I'm about to be like 26. So when you're in your 20s, yeah, blur that, Evan. Yeah, nobody will know. But, you know, when you're in your 20s, you're sitting there drinking. Even you always get that friend that's like trying to basically follow, you know, some sort of manly, almost masturbatory identity.
What?
It is. You get people that are like, I do woodwork. I do this. They really don't. They just kind of follow the trend of it.
Yeah.
And Ryan put water in it. Let's not, you know, get past that.
I just want to see what it does.
Okay. That's
Science.
fair.
Remember what I'm gonna do to you in a couple days or tomorrow for science.
With Ardbeg, and I'll still enjoy it.
Oh my god.
But after having all these different whiskeys, I kind of started developing a taste. And we've never really done too many PDs.
Try it with the water.
Really?
Trust me.
I mean, I've had it with the water, but I've also usually by that time had a lot of Ardbeg. So
water or not, it was
So
yeah, no,
right.
water or not.
Focusing on what we're supposed to be talking about. I'm not a peat guy, I'll admit that. So I will give you my notes on it. I'm able to get through the peat, and it has some sweetness. It's a 10-year. It's got some wood flavors to it. It's a lighter wood flavor. The peaty's like an iodine. making fun of me earlier. The peat is like an iodine flavor. So if you don't know what iodine tastes like,
that's not fair.
put some table salt on your finger and try it, and then put some kosher salt on your finger and try it. There's going to be this underlying kind of metallic-y, copper kind of flavor to it. That's an iodine flavor. Now, with that, I know why I don't like that flavor. And it's a couple reasons we're not going to go into here, but I don't like whenever I can taste like copper in the air. It's not bad. I mean, I can drink it. This is not something I'm going to reach for and drink.
No, it's definitely not somebody. If you want to introduce someone into a Scotch, this is definitely do not go this route.
But there are some people who, and there are the diamonds in the roughs that are like, they drink Ardbeg and it's a life-changing experience for them. And
this guy,
it's just one of those whiskeys.
It's probably going to be one of those things that has like. It's very going to be polarizing. You're either going to like it or you're going to hate it.
And Ardbeg is one of those you love it or you hate it.
I will concede, and we don't talk about it on this channel much, but, 3 out of 4 of us are veterans, and one of us is a lawyer. And honestly, at this point, lawyers might as well qualify in the same level of strife.
No.
At least this guy.
Not even close.
Okay. Anyway. But that iodine flavor, now that you bring it up, I can kind of see why some people love it, some people hate it, because in the military you get iodine water. You get the kind of stuff that'll do to your insides what bombs do to land. And some people, despite that, such as myself, I ended up developing a taste for it. And some others who have just been around too long. I'm the Buzz Lightyear, he's Woody. Didn't quite get the taste.
Okay.
But no, I really enjoy it. To me, Ardbeg is indescribable in its taste. Just because
Just so I know how long is your diatribe gonna last.
Not very long.
Okay.
But to me, it feels indescribable. But if I could put it into words, I would say, because I normally explain with, examples, I would say it feels like when you walk into a barber shop and for the first time in your life, you see a barber and you're like, this guy knows what he's doing and he's not going to screw me. And you get that feeling of just relief. And I feel that every time I drink Ardbeg.
All
right.
Yeah.
Well...
Until next time.
Ooh, that went up the nose. Until next time, the best whiskey is your favorite.
Best barbecue's the way that you like it.
Make sure you share both.
Ardbeg or die. I love Ardbeg.
I don't.
It's a whiskey.
It reminds me of like when I was like my son's age, and like my grandfather would pour like scotch and water and make us serve it, and be like, "Hey, take a sip of this," and like, "Oh," he goes, "That'll put hair on your chest." No, I was like, "No, I'm never drinking this stuff ever."
There's a
And here I am, 32 years later, drinking it.
Still not liking it.
Still not liking it.